Hello everybody and welcome to our team's presentation. Today we are going to talk about Multifrescos Costa Rica.
General information about the company. Multifrescos de Costa Rica is dedicated to the commercialization of national and imported fresh fruit and vegetables for the hotel, restaurant, supermarket, and institutional segments. It has 2 years of operation and a staff with more than 20 years of experience in the market. Legal framework of the company. Multifrescos is a corporation which was created in a legal form. All the paperwork was done by an independent lawyer, both the registration and all other formalities. The company is registered with the Ministry of Finance and has permit from the Ministry of Health. The parent was processed at the municipality of Alajuela and all legal documents are up to date.
Third, internal guidelines under which it's governed. Some of the internal guidelines that the company has are the following. Any person who works at Multifrescos de Costa Rica Sociedad Anónima is protected by a written contract, which contains specific clauses and stipulations that regulate the provisions of services. This contract can be replaced by a company and trade form, which includes complete information on the worker, like name and surname, identification number, address, telephone number, and the date of entry into the company with the respective employer-employee signatures. Upon entry, the new worker will receive instructions on the schedule, responsibilities and obligations related to their position and work shifts. All workers' rights are regulated by the laws in force in the country of Costa Rica. If the worker wishes to file a claim, he may do so whenever he deems it necessary, verbally or in writing. All the workers of Multifrescos de Costa Rica, they are entitled to enjoy 2 weeks of vacation after every 50 weeks of continuous services. It is considered effective working time in which workers remain under the orders or immediate or direction of the employer. Holidays are not business days. However, work can be done on such days as long as it is possible, in accordance with the exceptions contained in Articles 150 and 151 of the Labor Code of Costa Rica. The identification card, which is the collaborator's photo, must be carried by him at all times in a visible way during his working day. If it suffers any damage, it must be reported immediately to the corresponding supervisor. In case of loss, the employee must assume the cost of replacement. Fourth, history of the company, how it started, how it developed, where the idea came from, and other type of aspects of its origins. The president of the company told us that it was born in 2019 due to an idea that had been around since he was a little kid. He decided to become independent after 25 years of experience in the market and also start his own business. He decided to focus the company on 4 products that currently have a good market: mushroom, the types of white, portobello, and cremini, passion fruit, pitaya, and guava, or known in Spanish, guayaba. However, due to the pandemic, it could not focus only on these products, so it is currently marketing all the fruits and vegetables that customers request. The first channel that was to be attacked was the supermarkets. This was going to be their priority. Then they will go for the hotels and restaurants. For this reason, this has been fulfilled.
As mentioned above, Multifrescos is an anonymous society. This type of society was chosen because it's the one which it has been most familiar and the one that is best known. besides to the fact that it has several benefits to start an enterprise. For example, only 4 initial people are required to form it, which were just those that Multifrescos had in the beginning. Likewise, as in the anonymous societies, the capital stock is divided into shares. This facilitates the introduction of new partners, which is very important for the economic maintenance of the company, which is what is most needed when starting a business. On the other hand, this company has so far not had any problems with the fulfillment of the tax obligations, because the indications have been sufficiently clear and are very well detailed. Also, they have an expert in the area that facilitates their understanding. Multifrescos says that the only support from the government was that the last year they gave more time to pay the VAT. However, this year, 2021, everything remains normal with the same dates as before the pandemic, even though it continues to affect sales and trade. They emphasize that the government has offered very little aid to the commercial sector.
Additionally, the president also mentioned once face-to-face work could be resumed, a temperature control was started, as well as a mandatory use of the mask within the company. In addition, letters of acceptance to bicycle restrictions were made for employees so that they could work without any problem. Also, the number of people who could be inside the common areas was limited. Furthermore, Multifrescos did not avail to any Ministry of Labor protocols to prevent later. Firing was not avoidable. Besides, the Multifrescos president highlighted that the new labor procedure reform don't represent any benefits to the company but to the employee. Also, in our interview, Mr. President emphasized that although they have knowledge of the bad exceptions, they don't qualify to this benefit. Thank you so much for your attention.